Vamos a verlo, Tomás. ¡Viva el manantial de cante inagotable!
Hello, and welcome to Popcorn News. Something to watch while you eat popcorn. Do not try to comprehend it all. Nay, just eat the popcorn. Well, there's a buzz saw coming from the left, and I mean the real left, not the pretend Frankfurt School left of identity politics, but I mean the real left, the Bernie Sanders supporters who got totally screwed by dishonest elections. A buzzsaw from the left. And there is a buzzsaw from the right. And Hillary Clinton is in the middle. The buzzsaw is exemplified by Abby Martin in a recent Empire Files episode from, well, actually 3 months ago. But, whoa, is she hopping mad about the Clintons, and she's from the left. She's representing the buzzsaw from the left of the Bernie Sanders supporters who got screwed by dishonest primary elections. Those people are hopping mad, and the right is, well, they're kind of like, oh, here's the right at this point in time. Oh, what are we gonna do? Oh, it's awful. Because their guy, Donald Trump, has suddenly turned into a straw man. That's the latest thinking, that Trump is, sure, he was on the attack during the primaries, but suddenly he's turned into a strand of spaghetti, and they're wondering, well, maybe Trump is like a straw man that he's just set up and he's gonna betray us. But theoretically, you could have the two buzzsaws from the left, the real left, and the right converging on Hillary Clinton, because we're not that far apart. The left, the real left, wants to clean up Wall Street. They don't want a bunch of foreign wars. And the right wants the same thing. Sure, we got differences, but when you say left, right, it implies that there's some abyss between the two, but actually they coincide in a lot of ways. So, Empire Files, Abby Martin. And what about you, Popcorn News? Where are you at? Well, I go back, way back in time, to the Abraham Lincoln assassination. A coup d'etat, and blamed on John Wilkes Booth, a lone nut, and a bunch of misfits. But really, it was a coup d'etat within the Union. And you got to understand, from Carl Sandburg, his great biography of Abraham Lincoln, that in 1864, the Republican Party did not want Abraham Lincoln to be reelected. Lincoln was a kind man. He wanted reconciliation with the South, and other people had other ideas in mind. Otto Eisenschimmel, Otoeisenschiml, figured it out. One of the last essays, he wrote several books on the Civil War, but one of the last essays he wrote pegged it that within the fledgling Republican Party and aligned with some Democrats, it was agreed that Abraham Lincoln had to die because Abraham Lincoln wanted to go easy on the South, and the politicians had other plans. They wanted to ravage the South. But Lincoln was in the South still. I mean, I wish they'd stop bad-mouthing Abraham Lincoln because he was one of the best friends the South could have had. And Abraham Lincoln wanted malice towards none, charity to all. Let us bind up the nation's wounds. And people, they'll say, oh, well, he suspended the habeas corpus. But what was he supposed to do? There was a civil war going on. Even the Constitution says that in cases of insurrection that habeas corpus can be suspended. It's in the Constitution. So what was Abraham Lincoln supposed to do? He should have been like a good libertarian and said, oh, let everyone do their own thing. France and England had designs upon the North American continent. They stirred up division, divide and conquer. And we have Abraham Lincoln to thank that the Union was preserved against these outside meddlers. So you Southerners, my friends, get over this anti-Abraham Lincoln stuff. Abraham Lincoln was the best friend you could have had, but he got killed because it was a coup d'etat within the Union government. And after that happened, we began the Federal Reserve, an important book which nobody or hardly anybody bothers to have read. Blood Money, the Civil War, and the Federal Reserve. That's when it all started. That's when corporations became persons. So I detect a lack of hope at this point in time, but you ought to, especially the right, which is like, oh, what are we gonna do? You ought to look at the Empire Files. It came out about 3 months ago on YouTube by Abby Martin, and I'm telling you right now, we've got a buzzsaw of fury from the real left. And the right is not that far apart from the real left. We can find common ground in some things.